Hi everyone, I'm Yuto and today on Sudachi I'm going to show you how to make delicious glazed chicken meatball skewers called Tsukune. Let's get started. First we're gonna make the sauce, so grab a bowl and add 1.5 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoon of mirin, 1 teaspoon of red wine, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Whisk them together until the sugar has pretty much dissolved, then set it by the stove ready for later. Next, let's make the meatballs. So in this bowl, I have 250 grams of ground chicken breast. Add about 1/4 of a grated onion and make sure to squeeze the juice out so that the mixture doesn't become too wet. Next, we have 5 shiso leaves that have been thinly shredded, a teaspoon of Chinese style chicken stock powder, 2 tablespoons of potato starch, a tablespoon of Japanese mayonnaise, a teaspoon of grated ginger root, half teaspoon of yellow miso paste, and a generous pinch of ground black pepper. Simply mix those all together until all the ingredients are evenly distributed. I choose to mix it with a spatula so that I don't warm up the mixture with my hands. This is already quite sticky and hard to handle, so we want to avoid making it any stickier. Okay, once it looks like this, roughly divide it into 5 or 6 depending on how big you want it to be. I'll be shaping these into long ovals, but first let's start heating the pan on a medium heat. While the pan heats up, I'm going to rub some oil over my hands and shape the mixture. Because the oil from my hands is going to coat the tsukune, there's no real need to oil the pan as long as you use non-stick type. Once shaped, place them directly into the pan. You need to work quickly here, so if you're making more than 5-6, you might want to cook them in batches. Continue to fry them until they're browned underneath, then flip them over and cook on the other side. They're not that thick, so they cook pretty quickly, just a few minutes on each side. If you're worried about them being cooked all the way through, you can always use a kitchen thermometer and check for an internal temperature of 74 degrees Celsius. Once they're cooked, turn off the heat and pour in the sauce from earlier. The sauce will cook and thicken in the residual heat. Continue to move the chicken around and flip it from time to time until they're covered in the sauce. When they're all covered, you can push them onto skewers. They're too hot to pick up by hand, so I like to use tongs to hold them up and push the skewers through the middle. Now this is totally optional, but in Japan eggs are safe to eat raw and I love to dip these tsukune in an egg yolk. This is the Japanese way. If you want to try this, make sure you use pasteurized eggs. And that's it, delicious chicken tsukune coated in a sweet and sticky glaze. If you want to take a closer look at this dish, including the full recipe, alternative ingredients and a step-by-step guide with pictures, be sure to check out my blog. You'll find the link right there on the screen now. You can also vote for what recipe you want to see next. Just head over to the poll in the community tab on my channel page. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks again. Have a great day.